Alright, so this is going to be a reading for Sagittarius, and for the Sagittarius that I'm reading for today, there's some type of decision that's at play for you, something pretty significant having to do with either a relationship or a career decision or your life path, and you seem to kind of be at a standstill in the current moment as you try to figure out more to do with this decision, but in the future I do see you coming into full confidence with this decision and moving forward from a place of clarity. So that's what this reading is going to be about today. And I'm going to dive deeper into these energies. But before I do, I just want to say thank you so much for being here and for receiving this reading. If you would like a personal reading, I do offer them, and you can email me. My email is down below in the description box. And if this reading resonates with you, please take a second to like and subscribe, as that helps me connect deeper to your energies. So let's see what we have going on for you today, Sagittarius. The overall energy is the Two of Pentacles, which is really about weighing two options, going over something in your mind, possibly trying to figure something out here. Let's take a look at that. We have the High Priestess, the King of Swords, the Eight of Cups. So you seem to know something here pretty firmly, and it comes through when you connect to your intuition, when you go within. You do know this sort of within yourself, but then with the Eight of Cups, it's like you kind of depart from this intuitive knowing and you leave it behind, and that's where the confusion comes in for some reason. But it's interesting because it does come through that you have some type of answer at the ready here for you, but it's almost like you don't see it or you don't recognize it, or maybe you're avoiding it for some reason. I'm not really sure why, but we'll see as we clarify. In the recent past, we have the Lovers, the Hierophant, the Eight of Wands. So again, a very significant decision here with the Lovers card. Something that feels really important to you, to say the least. It could have something to do with your spiritual path or some type of deep commitment that you've made to yourself. Let's take a look at the Lovers here. The World, the Death card, the Magician. A lot of major arcana, so a lot of big energy swirling around here. You're making a choice to transition from one thing to the next. What that really is going to be different for every person, but you're closing something out and ending something so that you can make space for something else and bring something else in. This may have been a process that you started in the past when you ended something, and it may have felt like on a deeper level you knew that a chapter had to close in order to make space for something else, which is a theme that I've been seeing in the Sagittarius readings lately. So it makes sense that you're kind of on the other side of this now and kind of wondering what's coming next for you in your life. Let's take a look at the Hierophant, the Seven of Swords, the Two of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles. Whatever ended in the past could have taught you a lot about your relationships or your connections. You could have felt like you were seeing the truth about one person or multiple people or different relationships in your life, and kind of asking yourself, do these people align with my values? Are they going to be with me in the next phase of my life? Are these the energies that I really want to connect to as I move forward in my life? And I'm kind of seeing that you came to the conclusion that the answer was no, and that could have been the chapter that ended where you were closing out cycles with people who weren't serving you or just weren't adding to your life. There may have been something sort of deceptive or shallow about the people that you were connecting with. If not deceptive, just possibly there were things you didn't know about them and that information came to light. And once you kind of saw the truth, it possibly eliminated other things for you about, what are my values? What do I want in my life? What do I want to surround myself with? And that's realization is kind of what opened the door to other energies coming in. And so it's almost like as soon as one thing ended, another thing opened up. Let's take a look at the Eight of Wands in the recent past. The Empress, the Nine of Pentacles, the Moon. Whatever happened here, it might have dented your self-esteem a little bit or your self-confidence. You could have gone from feeling like you were on top of the world to feeling like I just have to keep doing my best and like make it through. This was something that was going on for you kind of internally. This may have um, changed how you saw yourself on an internal level with the moon card here. Not necessarily something other people would know, but you would kind of feel it. And with the Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck, this comes from some type of feeling of hurt or betrayal that kind of wounded you or just affected how you saw yourself. And you might have had, feelings of self doubt or maybe your self worth diminished in some way, but it could have been connected to these other people. So if you're relating to this, if you're resonating with this, just remember to kind of hold your head high when you're faced with other people's opinions and be very careful of who you're letting into your energy and if you're letting it affect you that deeply, to try to recenter and just remember who you are. Because I'm seeing that in the past, at least, you might have let other energies kind of get to you and wear you down. In the current energy, I'm seeing we have the Page of Swords, the Hanged Man, and the Knight of Pentacles. So you're kind of at this standstill moment. Some of you might feel like you're in this in-between phase, maybe in between jobs, in between relationships, in between housing situations. And that's where this element of choice comes in, where you're kind of asking yourself, what do I do next? Now that I left something behind, what's sort of the next step for me? And it's looking like you're at this point where things aren't quite moving forward yet. You know they're going to. You're just asking with the Page of Swords here, what is it that's going to happen next for me? And this is probably a good time to talk about the oracle cards for today. We have stress, courage, and participation. So this stress card, even though you can't see it, shows someone juggling a lot of different candles in the air, and all the candles are kind of lit on fire. And this person who's juggling is coming very close to kind of burning his hands, and he's dancing on these balls, and the balls look like they're going to pop. So a lot's going on, and he's kind of standing on the precipice of everything kind of falling apart. And so there's a lot of immediate stressors in this card. You could feel like you have a lot of balls in the air, or you have to figure out a lot of things all at once. And your stress levels could be rising as you start to be presented with different options or different things going on. And with courage and participation, Spirit's asking you to have the courage to fully participate in this process, to immerse yourself in the thoughts and feelings that you're having, to not to run away from yourself or avoid the things that are coming up in your life, but to really closely take a look at what is it that I'm meant to be doing, what is it that's going to feel good, what is it that's right for me, and have the courage just to participate in the process itself. Not just to trust the process, but to fully involve yourself rather than turning away. And I do see you doing that here with the Hanged Man in the middle of your reading. You're taking a moment to pause and go within so that you can have some realizations about what it is that you're meant to be doing. Some of you could be considering, what is it that makes me happy with the Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck, and how do I get there? How do I move towards my happiness? Let's take a look at the Hanged Man, Justice, Two of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands. You're wanting to do the right thing and make the right decision and be balanced and come from a balanced place, but you're also at the same time wanting to just take off and go towards the next thing. You could be feeling really amped up or really passionate, or like, you're ready to not be so still anymore. You're ready to, take off towards the next thing. But at the same time, you're showing me this awareness of, I need to, cross my T's and dot my I's and make sure that I do this right. The Queen of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, and the Empress just came out as I was shuffling. So you're showing me that you are taking the time right now to really ground and reconnect to yourself. If there were parts of yourself that felt diminished in the past by those past energies that made you not feel so good, you're kind of restoring yourself. I'm seeing in like a video game where you have like mana or like an energy bar for a character that you're playing, and you have to go around and like collect fruit or collect something in order to restore the player's energy. That's what you're doing. It's like you're literally refueling right now. You're grounding. You're taking some time to care for yourself. And ultimately, it's going to pay off. So you're kind of showing me this time isn't for nothing. It's not that I'm doing nothing. I know I'm taking care of myself. And at the same time, with the Page of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles here, I also see a little bit of an impatient energy of, okay, I want things to move forward again. What do I need to do to get there? So let's take a look at the Page of Swords. Page of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, the Star. There are things that you want, and again, it goes back to that original energy that we saw of like knowing exactly what you're meant to be doing on an intuitive level. And you do have this sort of North Star that is guiding you, and that could be some type of desire, some type of goal, a wish, a dream, anything like that. And it tugs on you, it tugs on you to move in that direction. And you're showing me that you want to start out in that direction with the Page of Pentacles. But with the Ten of Swords, there could be this feeling of like, what if it all goes to shit? Or what if it doesn't work out? And that's kind of what you're asking here is, if I go for it, is it going to work out? And this is going to require you to step into your power a little bit more and step into your confidence and move forward from a place of, no matter what happens, I'll handle it. And I'm seeing that you're not really there yet. Right now, you're still kind of trying to figure out, okay, what's the best move for me to make? Yeah, the Two of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords. So you're saying, I want to move forward with a plan. I want to think about what the best course of action is here. And make sure that you're coming from a logical place. And you're kind of showing me, I'm scared to do this. I'm scared that it's not going to work out. But if I can just come up with a plan and come up with sort of a structure for how to do this, then I'll be able to move forward with confidence. And for some of you, this could have to do with like expressing yourself or putting yourself out there, maybe applying to things or getting on stage or something like that. And you're kind of showing me the internal process as you prepare to move into some sort of external place. And so there's a lot going on for you as you try to sort of ground and collect yourself and become competent. And then in the near future, we have the Queen of Swords, the Two of Wands, the Six of Swords. So I see you getting to that place of saying, I know exactly what I need to do, and then just kind of going for it there. So let's look at the Queen of Swords in the near future. Six of Wands, King of Swords, Queen of Wands. Yeah, there it is. All the confidence in the world, the determination. You're saying, not only have I thought about what I'm going to do, but I feel really good about it. And then the Queen of Wands as well, summoning the passion, the drive, the energy that you need, the fire to put behind those ideas. And with the Emperor at the bottom of the deck, it's like you're unstoppable. You're just gonna, not only have a plan, but feel really good about it and feel like you're the best person in the game to do whatever it is that you're doing. So let's take a look at the Two of Wands, Knight of Cups, the Devil, the Eight of Wands. The reason why you're showing me in the recent past some of those self-esteem issues that came up for you is because the more you pursue this goal, the more you're going to be challenged to address that and ask yourself, do I believe in myself? Am I capable of this? Because you're going to have to summon the strength and the courage to go after this and to maintain that energy over and over again. And I have a feeling that whatever chapter you just closed, there was a lesson in there about learning about how much energy is other people's and how much those projections belong to other people and how much of it is yours. Where's the boundary in that? How much energy are you taking in? What do you believe about yourself, and are you letting other people define you? And it's sort of like, in order to get to this place where you could pursue this goal, which might even have nothing to do with the past chapter in your life. You kind of had to move through this lesson of understanding who you are, regardless of what anyone else says or how anyone else defines you. Because now, in this current energy that you're stepping into your own power and you're stepping into your own self-definition. And if you're going to maintain that energy, you can't let anyone else pull you down, basically. And that might rear its head for you, that inner sort of monster, that inner demon of, lack of confidence and lack of self-worth. And you're being asked to step into your higher self here with the High Priestess, which is the part of you that knows who you are and, doesn't get shaken by other people. And at times, there may be those sort of lower energies that challenge you. And it might feel kind of hard with the Nine of Wands at the bottom of the deck. What's going on internally is going to show externally. And so it's important that you kind of find that emotional equilibrium and that you know how to reconnect to that space no matter what comes your way, which at times could feel kind of difficult with the Ten of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Okay. I was just going to say, let's move on to the Six of Swords, and the Ace of Cups flew out of the deck. So you definitely have good things coming for you, especially love. And I also just got the Ten of Pentacles, so love and wealth and abundance. You might not really believe it if you haven't experienced it yet. And with the Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck, I just heard Spirit say, well, you better believe it. This is going to challenge you to envision the best for yourself, even if it's not right in front of you. Can you visualize what it is that you want? And are you going to be open to receiving it when it comes in? Because there might be times where it feels challenging or it feels like you're not receiving the support that you want, and you're going to have to trust and have faith that it's coming. And that's where that self-worth issue is really going to be poked, and you're going to be challenged to ask yourself, do you feel grounded in who you are? Do you know your worth? Do you know what you deserve? And to kind of follow through on that energy. So let's get 3 cards of advice from the universe. The Emperor, the Tower, the Nine of Wands. The advice from the universe is to have confidence no matter what life throws at you, and just know that no matter what ebbs and flows, no matter what bumps in the roads you come across, you are stronger, you're more powerful, and you're going to be able to get through it. It might be hard at times, and you might be tired, but just keep going and don't turn away from the process. That's part of the process too, even if it is difficult. So hold on tight, Sagittarius, because you have a big, wild ride ahead of you. So that's what I have for you. I hope this helps. I hope this resonates, and I'll see you next time.